The number that was mine. Cold open. 3 nights ago, my phone rang at 2:14 a.m. The caller ID showed my own number. I have the screen recording. I'll show you in a second. I answered it half out of fear, half because some idiotic part of my brain thought it might be a prank from a friend who'd spoofed my number. What I heard on the other end was my own voice. Not a recording, not garbled. My voice, in real time, breathing the way I breathe when I'm scared, and it said one sentence before the call cut off. Don't sleep tonight. I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't, because of what happened at 4 a.m., but I need to take you back further. Because this didn't start 3 nights ago. It started a month before that, and I didn't put it together until it was almost too late. Act 1. The small things. A month ago, I started getting notifications that my phone had been used on a new device. Just once a week, always overnight, always logged out by morning. I assumed it was a hacking attempt. Changed my passwords. Turned on two-factor. Didn't think much more of it. And then my mother mentioned something odd. She said I'd called her at 3 a.m. 2 weeks earlier, crying, asking her if she remembered a house we used to live in when I was 6. A house I have no memory of. A house that, when I looked it up in old family records, actually existed. We moved out when I was 5, before most of my memories start. I never made that call. I was asleep. My phone's call log showed nothing outgoing that night, but my mother's phone showed an incoming call from my number, time-stamped 3:04 a.m., lasting 6 minutes. Act 2. The screen recording. After the new device login alerts kept happening, I set my phone to auto-record its own screen overnight. A trick from a tech forum. Meant to catch spyware or remote access in action. I expected to see nothing, honestly. I expected to feel stupid for trying it. On the 4th night, the recording caught something. At 1:58 a.m., my phone unlocked itself, like someone already knew the passcode. No fingerprint, no Face ID prompt. It simply unlocked. Then it opened my Photos app and scrolled not randomly, but slowly, deliberately, through pictures from years ago. Photos I'd forgotten I had. A birthday party. A hallway in an old apartment. My mother, younger, in a kitchen I didn't recognize until I looked closer and realized it was that same house, the one from before I turned 6. Then the phone opened the dialer. It typed in my mother's number, and it called her. I was in the room the whole time, asleep, 3 feet away. The recording has audio. You can hear me breathing evenly, undisturbed. The entire time, the voice that spoke when my mother picked up was mine. But I never opened my mouth. Act 3. What I found out. I don't have a tech background, but I know someone who does. An old college friend who works in security. I showed her the recording. She went quiet for a long time before she said something I haven't been able to shake since. She said it wasn't remote access. There was no second device pinging mine. No unusual network activity. Nothing in the log suggesting an intruder from outside. Whatever unlocked my phone that night did it from inside the phone itself, like something that had always had the passcode, because it had always been there. She asked me one question I didn't have an answer for. Had anything ever happened to me, as a kid, in that old house? I called my mother back, the real call this time, made by me, in daylight. She hesitated for a long time, before she told me something she'd never told me before. When I was 5, in that house, I'd gone missing for 11 hours. The whole neighborhood searched. I was found asleep in a closet in a room nobody remembered, being part of the house, a room that wasn't on the original floor plan, and that, when the new owners renovated years later, genuinely wasn't there anymore. I don't remember any of it. I was too young, but apparently when they found me, I told my mother something before I fell back asleep in the car. He said he'd hold my place until I came back. She thought it was a child's imagination. Nobody thought about it again for over 20 years. Act 4. The third night. Which brings me back to 3 nights ago. The call. My own voice telling me not to sleep. I stayed awake. At 4 a.m. my phone rang again. Same caller ID. My own number. I answered immediately this time. The voice on the other end wasn't panicked like the last time. It was calm. Almost relieved. "I've been you long enough," it said. "Your turn." The call ended. My phone screen went black for exactly 4 seconds. The recording shows this clearly. And when it lit back up, every photo in my camera roll from the last month had been deleted. Every one, except a single new photo I never took. It was a picture of that same closet, that same room that isn't supposed to exist. Taken from the inside, looking out, like whoever held the camera had been standing in there the whole time, waiting for someone to open the door again. Ending. I haven't slept properly since. I keep my phone in another room now, powered off, and I still hear it very faintly, sometimes ringing through the wall at 2:14 a.m. Exactly like that first night. I don't answer anymore. I don't think I'm supposed to. But I keep wondering about that sentence. I've been you long enough. Your turn. If something held my place in that closet for over 20 years, patient enough to wait for a 5-year-old to grow up and forget, I don't know what it's waiting for now. I don't know whose turn is actually starting. I just know I haven't heard my own voice say my name out loud since that night. And every time my phone lights up, for half a second, I check the caller ID before anything else. If you ever get a call from your own number, don't answer it out of curiosity. Some doors don't need you to open them. They just need you to pick up. If this one got you, I've got more stories like it. Subscribe, and don't check your phone tonight.